So, today I'm going to be ranking the COD campaigns. Um, Now, something to note, this is just my opinion. I know some people are going to differ in uh, opinion on that, so let's get this started. So, let's go over our tiers. So, S for Super Goat, A for Awesome, B for Basically Great, C for Casually Meh, D for Dog Shit. I got a no campaign tier in there for obvious reasons. And F, fuck you. And I already know what game is going in that, and there's only one of them. So, we're going to be doing this in the order of release. So, starting with COD 4, Modern Warfare, released in 2007. Putting that in A tier. There are things that are amazing about that campaign, from all gillied up to the ending sequence on the bridge where you take out Zakayev. There are some things that kind of annoyed me about that, but it did lay the groundwork for a lot of great titles coming afterwards. And that leads us into World at War that came out in 2008. I remember this game being really good. I would put it in S tier for the story, but since there's some emulation issues on the Xbox, specifically with soft locking on certain missions and all that, I'm putting it in A tier. Now, the OG Modern Warfare 2, released in 2009, is one of the best campaigns that ever came out. Just had an overall excellent story, and I'm almost hesitant to say that the golden age of COD started there. Now, a contender for top spot in S tier is Black Ops 1, which released in 2010. It does have an overall better story, but there are things about MW2 that I like a lot more. Next, we got MW3, which released in 2011. The campaign was so-so. It did leave a lot to be desired from previous CODs. So I'm putting it in B for Basically Great. Throwing Black Ops 2 actually just ahead of Black Ops 1. There we go. In S tier. That campaign was just so fucking great. We couldn't have asked for a better story, and I don't think we've had one since. Now, I know for this next... Oh, yeah. Black Ops 2 came out in 2012. I don't know why the hell I didn't say that. Our next one is called Ghost, which released in 2013. Honestly, I'm going to place this above MW3 just because of what it added. MW3 didn't add a lot from the previous titles, but Ghost, it added the peek from cover mechanic, it added slide mechanics and all that, and it's just an overall great game. Next one we have, which came out in 2014, is Advanced Warfare. I'm putting that in casually meh. I would put it lower if it wasn't for the ability to off a pedophile at the end of it. Now, I know Irons isn't a pedophile, but his actor is. I'm talking about Kevin Spacey. Someone should have checked his basement a lot fucking earlier, but I must say I wasn't the biggest fan of the boots off the ground shit. So, honestly, like I said, just wasn't the biggest fan. So it goes into casually meh, and I don't know if I said it yet, but it came out in 2014. The next one is Black Ops 3. I don't think I need an explanation there. It came out in 2015. The campaign had a very choppy story. Yeah, it did introduce some good mechanics, but that's not entirely why I play COD. I play it for the story. So that goes into D for dog shit. In 2017, we have Infinite Warfare. It was okay. It had a better story than Black Ops 3, but not by much. It was pretty fun. It kind of felt like a Star Wars game to me, so that's why I prefer over Black Ops 3. So it goes into casually meh. Now, World War II. This introduced some mechanics that I didn't get to play around with on the older CODs, like the med kits and all that. I do like the story a lot. Honestly, I do. So I'm going to place that in front of Ghosts. Actually, I'm going to place it in front of World at War. I know that might be controversial, but I'm entitled to my opinion, just like you guys are to yours. Now, Black Ops 4. No, it had no campaign, but it did have an interesting story through the intel that you could find. From what I've heard, I honestly have not played it in the 6 years? No, 6 or 7 years that it's been out, and I don't think I really have an intention to. Now, Modern Warfare 19. I am tempted to put it in between. Let's see. I think I'm going to put MW19 above World War II. It wasn't as good as the OG Modern Warfare, but there are things that I liked about it, and it felt like COD was returning to its roots. And I don't think I need to state it. It does, but I'm going to do it anyway. That game did come out in 2019. So let's move on to the next one, which is Black Ops Cold War. Now, Cold War had an interesting story, but I think it had poor execution. So I'm going to put it in B tier. That came out in 2020. Now, this next one's obvious. Coming out in 2021. I'm putting Vanguard in F for fuck you. It had an overall shitty campaign. The game was just shitty out of the gate, and I don't think it really got fixed within the span of its lifetime. And this is the first time that I felt like I wasted $70 on a COD title. Now, the MW2 reboot, honestly, I'm going to place that in front of Cold War. It had a great story. Actually, I'm gonna put it in front of Ghost, actually, because I do like what they did there in terms of the story. Just it had an interesting adaptation of Shepard's betrayal, and I liked the Graves character a lot until the end of the game, when he kind of fell off. But overall, it was a pretty good game for the campaign anyway. Next one, MW3, the reboot from 2023. I'm placing that in D for dog shit, but just ahead of Black Ops 3. I wasn't the biggest fan of this title. Honestly, I was not. And that's why I put it as high as I possibly could. So, the next title we have is Black Ops 6 from 2024. It had a lot of improvements from Cold War, so I'm going to put that in front of Ghosts. But my main concern with these new Black Ops games, and that I'm just not the biggest fan of, are the safe houses and all that. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So, just a quick rundown. We have in S tier, we have MW2, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops. We have in A tier, we have COD 4, MW19, World War II, World at War, MW2 reboot, Black Ops 6, Ghost. B tier, we have MW3, Cold War. C tier, we have Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. D tier, MW323. Black Ops 3, no campaign, we got Black Ops 4, and F for Fuck You, we have Vanguard. So, thank you for watching today's video. Please like and follow if you enjoyed this video. I might do more tier lists in the future. And yeah, y'all have a good rest of your day.